Hi, welcome to the November 4th stream of Skin Deep Development. I am Brennan Chung, and today we're gonna mess around with this. So the system we're doing right now is the sound masking system. So when a loud noise happens in the world, you enter a hushed state. And during that state, any noise you make gets camouflaged. So you can see my shotgun no longer makes any noises. And that's kind of the way it works right now. It is also hooked up to the FTL system. So when the FTL machine starts making a loud noise, that's cool. I did not know if it actually worked or not. Alright, so yeah, it seems to be working okay. I'm trying to figure out the UI, how to make that work. Right now, I have two separate things. There's a hush state on the side of the screen and the hush state in the center of the screen. It was originally just the one on the side, on the top left corner, but I felt it was too hard to notice it. And so I added the one that is in the center of the screen. It's a lot easier to see. But I kinda... like, I don't want two of them. I don't want two separate UIs for this state. I'm trying to figure out how to consolidate them. Should I remove the one on the left? Or should I keep the one in the center? I kinda like the idea of having all conditions be on the left side of the screen and keeping the center as clear as I can. But I'm not sure how readable we can make it. Well, let's try to see what we can do. Let's try... let's try to make the... let's try to remove the UI in the center of the screen. And let's hide... let's try to make the one on the side more emphasized. Alright. Where was it? Where was it? This one. Alright, so we're gonna hide the center one. Baffle indicator. Okay, so this is the one on the side of the screen. We are gonna try to make some animations for this. What we're going to try to do is we're going to make the text be a lot larger. and then blink for a little bit, and then shrink down to size. Yeah, we'll see how that works. We'll see if it makes it more visible. All right, let's try to do it. GUI medium font limit. We're gonna tweak the UI system just a little bit. Okay. Okay. Okay, yeah, so we're going to add a timeline to this UI element. Time 1. Okay. So when we start animating this thing, we want to make we want to set baffle text scale to be 0.79. We want it to blink on and off. What's a good blink? All right, 300 milliseconds. On time 300. All right, so we're gonna make a blink on and off. So what we're gonna do that is we set a bunch of different time events. So these are by milliseconds, so that's 300 milliseconds. So we're gonna turn on, and then off, and then on, off, and on. And then we want to shrink you back to your original size. So you start at 0.79, and then you go to 0.5. And we want this to go over the span of 300 milliseconds. Okay, so hopefully we can just activate this timer. All right, let's see if this works. Okay, that kind of works. Okay, so we want to tweak the timing a little bit. What happens right now is when it activates. When it activates, the text is invisible, which is bad. We don't want that. Okay. And I think it would look better if it was larger. So we're going to tweak this number a little bit more. 0.89. Where is it? Right there. All right. So let's tweak these values a bit. How about let's add 200 milliseconds to everything. Okay. So it'll come in. Oh, I kind of think the blinking goes a little bit too slow also. Let's make it 200 milliseconds between each interval. So 500 to 700 to 900, 1100, and like that. I also think it should blink a little bit longer. One, 3, 1, 5, and 7. Okay, let's try it out. That's not bad. Oh, you know, I'm wondering, maybe we can kind of split the difference and we make the hushed text appear in the center and then slide to the left of the screen when it's done. I kind of like that. Let's play this a little bit more. Alright, I kind of want to make it even faster. The blinking seems to happen so slowly. Kind of don't like that. So let's make it 100 milliseconds between each blink. 10,100. And we're going to make it blink a little bit more. A little bit more. Alright. 100. Okay. Alright. So something else is that the text alignment is kind of messed up. So let's try to fix that. Text align Y. Don't really know the right number. Let's try that. Oh, now the blinking looks too fast. And it looks like the text align is not working also, which is unfortunate. Okay. That's unfortunate. How do we fix this? Text align Y, set bevel text. Looks correct. I think it's just not hooked up in the code. Okay, so we can either try to fix it in the code, or we can work around it. This is a bit of a code. This is a part of the code I'm not really familiar with, so I'm a little bit leery about jumping into here. Make register bars. Okay, before we do anything more, let's check in what we got. Something's pretty good. What do we change here? Okay. Okay, let's try to work around the problem. What we're going to do is we are going to nudge this box up a little bit. But before we do that, let's wait for this to finish. Finish uploading. Forget it. Let's just start. Let's just mess around with this. Reload, please. All right. Let's see what we got. Hopefully it'll look great. Hey, that is not bad. Whew, sweet, cool. Yeah. So now we just got to transition from there to there, like that. Let's try it out. Alright, so this is kind of a finished version of what we were trying to do. Let's try to... It's not bad. I kind of want to leave it as it is and see if it does the job. It's pretty attention grabbing, I think, when it activates. Yeah. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to tweak the timing a little bit more. I don't like how it blinks. It blinks in a way that looks really weird. I don't like it. So let's tweak these numbers. We're going to make the delay between each blink to be 150 milliseconds. So 500, 650, 800, 950. My math is failing me. What was it? 100? Yeah, okay. 250. 400. 450, 700, 850. And this is the last one. We want the delay to be a little bit longer. So, what is that? That's only 150 more. How about that? Alright, let's give it a shot. Ooh, yeah, that looks pretty good. I like it. Cool. Yeah, let's check it in. Alright, something else I want to try is having the background of it flash colors. Yeah, I mean, let's just try it out. Set bevel text for color 0001. Set bevel text that color 0001. Wait. No, I want this to be 1111111. And if we don't like it, we're just gonna revert back with the magic of source control. Alright, so this is the 1111, and you become 00000. Okay. Yeah, let's check it out. Let's watch it again. It's not bad, but it's also kind of weird looking. Nah, I'm not feeling it. Let's undo that. Revert. Okay. But something we could do is we could blink the icon. And let's try this out. I don't think this is gonna make a huge difference, but let's just try it out anyways. Okay, all right. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. That looks okay. But something else we can also do is make it slide in from more of the center of the screen. How about that? Huh. It happened so fast I didn't even notice it. Let's try it again. I think I'm doing it wrong. Baffle container rect 450. Maybe it's getting clipped off by something. Set baffle container, baffle net. Oh, well, that's fine. Anyways, let's check that in. That looks okay. Alright, that'll do for now. And we'll just do some playtesting and we'll figure out if this actually works or not. Eric's comic says, it feels a bit odd that the FTL drive and the refinery mute all other sounds like the Hushbox does. Maybe just muffle them in other cases. Yeah, I mean, I was trying to figure out how to make it very clear what's happening. And I felt that, so the tech does let me muffle the sounds, but I was concerned that it would make it a little bit ambiguous whether what was happening in the world. So I thought it would be a little bit cleaner if I just 100% muted the audio. We'll see. Maybe it might feel like a bug to some people. But this will be where we'll start. I think. Okay. Alright. Alright. Okay. Are we all checked in? All checked in. Good, good, good. Sweet. Sam P says those are some goopy sounds. They are kind of goopy. I'm a little bit worried they might be a little bit too gross. I know different people have different thresholds for kinds of audio. So we'll see how this does. It's a little bit nasty. It's a nasty noise. But it reads super well, I think. It makes it very clear that it's something chunky is coming out of this tube, which is I don't know. We'll see how that works. Eric's Comic says, or I guess an easier solution would be to just crank up their volume to a level that would actually render shotguns inaudible by comparison. Yeah, I think I need to tweak some of the audio, because right now it does not feel that loud. Let's just see if we can do it right now. So we can override the volume setting over here. So this is decibels. And from what I understand, decibels are not, I might be wrong, but I think decibels are not a linear scale. So 40 is actually a jumbo size number. It's definitely making the screen shake more. Let's try tweaking it back again. Doesn't feel very different, does it? I think there's like an upper ceiling for how loud it gets. We could make the goopy noise. Anton says, I am on the sensitive side. I can't hear boomers in Left 4 Dead without getting a bit of nausea, but I think these are all right by me. Cool. Cool. I'm glad to hear that. Yeah. We'll just do some testing and see how it works. Yeah, so what I wanted to work on was the, so what's happening here is that I want this refinery thing to be moving over a bunch of different vats filled with goop. And this red thing was me kind of blocking out how big a vat would be. So I was thinking we could continue back and work on that a bit more. So let's load up Thunder. And here is our work in progress of our bat. It's looking okay. How about let's add some lights to this thing. You and you and you and you. Something like that. Looks okay. Eric's Comic says 100 decibels. Anton says, I think 80 decibels is a nearby gunshot or cannon. Yeah, I'm not fully sure how this system works. Volume 20. yeah, we could play with that a bit more at some point. And we should add that to our notes. Before I forget. Make loud hush noises. Feel louder. The screen shake definitely makes it feel louder, but it also makes the game irritating to look at. Because if you shake the screen like a wacky amount, you just can't. I don't know. It makes me very uncomfortable. Alright, so we got this so far. Now we gotta make some goop. And I was thinking that it would be nice if there was like a big, I don't know what you call it, like a mixing paddle that rotates in a circle. I think that'll be kind of nice because it'll create this kind of moving cover piece, so that bad guys are always constantly kind of getting revealed and hidden as the thing rotates. And because of that, I also want the goop to rotate in a big circle. So let's see how we can do that. Yeah, let's try to work on that. Let's make some goop. So I like to make my textures twice as big as I think I'll need them. And that lets me safely down-res them if I need to, or later on if I need a higher res version, I could just I'll have a high res version ready to use. All right, so this will be our orange base color, and we want to make goop. Let's see, what's the best way of doing that? Difference clouds. It's not bad. A little bit of green in there. I'm not sure if I want green. How does difference clouds work again? I kind of don't remember. There we go. All right, so the difference clouds uses these two colors. Hey, that's how it works. Difference clouds. Ooh. That's some pretty solid goop. I wish it was flipped. Right now it's mostly black and some orange, but I want it to be the other way around. Let's see if we can mess around with this. Ooh, that's not bad. Screen. Ooh, that's pretty good also. Yeah, I was just flipping it. Yeah, maybe this is the one. Alright, so we gotta pick between this and this. Alright, actually this one's a lot better, I think. The other one looks like volcano lava. We don't want that. Cool. Shmoo32 asks, is this a space goo dispenser? This is a space algae refinery. And the ship uses algae as a biofuel to operate all of its stuff. That's the idea right now. Alright, so we're going to save this. Models, objects, refinery, that. What do I want to call this? Algae. And then we save it as a TGA. And we shrink it down. Okay. Then we go in here. And we open up the new image. Algae. Let's do that. Project from view bounds. Alright. This is our little algae pool. You know what I would like is if it had normal maps on it. To kind of feel like there's like a bumpy layer of algae. Huh. I wonder if we could do that. So, to saturate, let's crank up the difference. Whoa. This is weird looking. I was not expecting it to look like this. Well, let's see what happens. I don't know. Save as algae normal. Yep. Okay. Yeah, we are ready to export this model. Save, export. Export, ASC, that. Yep. Now we gotta make some shaders for our newly made model. So we are gonna go to our materials file. Materials, objects. And we'll read our output, models, objects, refinery, that, algae. Models, objects, refinery, that, skin. Okay. That looks good. And we want to rotate this thing. And we also want to make it the surface of this thing wiggly. So we're gonna wiggle it a little bit. Turbulent static phase table. All right, let's throw it in here. Create model. Objects, refinery, bat. There you are. Oh. Uh-oh. Got a little bit of a texture problem here. I think I messed up one of the values. Oh, also we want to make the origin point be the bottom of this thing, not the center. Go up like that. So putting it on the bottom will make it easier to place this in the map. Let's fix this skin bug. Mod refinery. There we go. Reload models. There we go. Is that right? Well, let's check it out. Okay. Sean Noonan asks, what's the goal today? So right now we're making a algae refinery machine. And we're trying to get this to work. Oh. So this is not... Something I wasn't expecting was that it kind of has a rounded edge right here. That was not really intentional, but I kind of like it. So let's just leave that in there. I'm okay with that. But the algae's not rendering. Why is there no algae here? Let's try this. No? Models, objects, refinery, vat, algae. Let's double check that our file is still there. Models, objects, refinery, vat. Vat, algae, okay. Algae.tga. That looks good. That looks right. Models, objects, refinery, vat, algae. Oh, you know what? Maybe we did not export it. Oh, that's why. It is buried underground. Okay, let's try this again. Cool. All right. And here we go. All right, look at that. It's not doing the deformation stuff though. That's the bummer. I wonder why it's not doing it. Why is this not working? Time times 10. Let's just make these numbers really big. Huh. Weird. So I am using this elsewhere. Kanban, goo, turbulent. Ah, okay. So it seems to not want to work for diffuse map, but it does work for... Whoa, slow down. Okay. That's kind of what we want. Not bad. To yeah, it looks. The effect is kind of. The effect gets kind of messed up. Oh, you know what? I wonder if we can make the effect better if we make it a what do you call it? Triangular fan effect. Could also just like tweak this number a little bit. That's actually not bad. And make this a blend layer. What if we made this move at a different speed? Yeah, that's not bad. All right. This bump map. I don't know about this bump map layer. Yeah, it's gobbling up all the deformation stuff that we're doing. What if we moved it later? No difference. That's too bad. I kind of like the chunky look of it, but I think the missing out the deformation stuff is really is unfortunate. Florian Veltman asks, I wonder what this deformation is doing under the hood. Is it modifying the individual UV coordinates of vertices? Looks really interesting. Yeah, I mean, it looks like it's just wiggling the UVs and stretching and squeezing things. Yeah, what's really fun is that you can punch in whatever table you want right here. Tag fade table 1, which is just a table that I made down here, which is just a bunch of numbers. So you have a lot of control over how things wiggle. But unfortunately, the wiggling doesn't seem to be applied to the bump map, which is... Oh, that would have been really cool. Yeah, the order doesn't really matter, does it? Yeah, it looks not great. Oh, I love these chunks, though. These are some good chunks. Oh, something we could do is that when you step in the goo, it makes a really loud, sloppy footstep noise. Like squishy noise. That makes all the bad guys mad at you. Don't step in their goo. Alright, I think we're gonna have to get rid of the bump map. Let me try one last thing. What happens? Let me see if bump maps respect the alpha channel. Do you respect the alpha channel? Save as, LGN, 32 bits. Nope. How about, can we combine the alpha test flag and the bump map? What? Well, I mean, I guess it's kind of a peek into how the deformation stuff works. Huh. I wonder if there's some way to use this. I don't know what's happening here. Why is it... That's not using the alpha channel at all, is it? Sean Noonan asked, did you use bump maps in any of your previous games? Yeah, in Quadrilateral Cowboy. It's used a pretty decent amount, but it's mainly for kind of small details like screws in the walls or little bolts or little notches, stuff like that. Florian Velman asked, maybe you can get something cool from just scrolling to bump maps going in opposite directions. Yeah, let's try it out. Yeah, it looks like the bump map kind of overrides the previous one. Something I was also thinking about was to model out little like chunks of algae and just have that be a animated model, which could look kind of neat. I kind of want to leave it the way it is right now. Whoa, why is it going so fast now? Oh. That's why. It kind of looks weird if you look at it too closely, but I think if you don't examine it too much, it looks fine. All right, good, cool. Let's check it in. Looks good. All right, let's check it in. I think there is a little bit of a performance hit if we have too many layers too, so I'm gonna keep it kind of tight with just 2 layers. Diffuse map and an additive map, and maybe that'll be fine. Yeah, let's test out having the vat thing pour into this vat, please. Let's check. That looks pretty cool. You just gotta add some little splash particle effects when it hits the ground. It'll look pretty good, I think. Yeah, this is I like it. I like it. Come back here. All right. Huh. This felt really that big. There Eric's comic says, "Oh no, Robo Refinery, not over there, no." Just pour that goo. Yeah, so something else we gotta figure out is like what happens. I feel something should happen if the goo drops on top of your head. It feels like the game is doing a disservice if goo falling on your head does nothing. Even if it's just a cosmetic thing, there needs to be like some kind of effect. So we could make it so that it like orange goo appears in your eyeballs, and you gotta wait for it to clear up. I kind of want there to be more. Like, it would be nice if there was some benefit to having goo drop on your head. Like it heals you. I don't know. It it fills up all your wounds. Florian Velman says maybe just an uncomfortable status effect. I think uncomfortable status effect is what video games need. Yeah, I don't know. Something I'm trying to figure out. I don't really know what it'll be right now. Let's make checked in. Looks good. Looks good. All right. Shmoo32 says could be camouflage to hide in more algae. Oh. Huh. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how that would work. Maybe... Florian Veltman says it somehow reloads all your guns. That's some pretty cool algae. Yeah, I love the idea of making it camouflage you. Maybe the goo falls on you and you enter some kind of like algae camouflage state. There's like a timer on it. And maybe there's like on the walls there is maybe it's like a what do you call it, vertical garden of like algae on the wall. And maybe in that state, if you stand next to the wall, you're just an invisible person. Yeah, I really like that. That's really interesting. Huh, let's write that down. That's a really good idea. All right. Yeah, thank you for that. That's a really good idea. I'm gonna have to think about that for a bit. Eric's comic says, ooh, spitting in algae state needs to have a special effect. Oh, that's a really good idea. Ah, so much things to do with algae. All right. Well, I think I'm going to call it a day for now. Yeah, thanks so much for joining me. This has been a lot of fun. I think we're making good progress on our algae zone. Yeah, pretty happy with how things are going. And we will continue this next time. All right, later. Until we meet again, have a good Monday.